questions. Good evening. Hi. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. This is Timothy Lau. How are you? Welcome to My Property Place live chat. This show is hosted by myself, Timothy Lau. If you are joining me for the first time, thank you very much for joining. This show is a live forum that we discuss about about property investments. So that's why it's called My Property Place, right? So what we do is I constantly invite guests in, and we discuss about all the different topics that is related to property investment, such as current issues. We talk to property developers. We discuss about prop tech designs, legal matters, interior designs, Feng Shui, financing, MM2H. I've also spoken to some people who are doing retirement village. I'm speaking to somebody. I'm hoping to get them onto my show. I'm also talking to some sublet investment gurus. Also trying to get them on my show. So I'm hoping that I'm able to bring more people into these shows to benefit all my listeners, yourself out there, okay, to learn more about property investment. Now, today's show, I promise you, is going to be quite interesting because today I brought someone from the Feng Shui industry and someone from the architectural and interior design. And we're going to discuss and see how can both different types of culture clash together to make a beautiful home. Now, for more of this, welcome to My Property Place. And welcome back. My name is Timothy again. Now I have my guest with me today, Tara Chong and also Damon Kok. Welcome to my show. Welcome to the show, Tara and Damon. How are you tonight?
Good, thank you, Timothy, for inviting.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining me on a Thursday night. I almost wanted to say Saturday night because my show was on a Saturday. Now we do it on a Thursday. Everybody just after work, come back, shower, dinner. Now let's watch some exciting shows. Now, Tara is with the Feng Shui industry, and also Damon is from the architectural side. Okay, so we're going to explore some of the different areas in your industry and how do we combine together to make beautiful homes and structures, right? Now, perhaps I can ask ladies first, right, Damon? Okay, Tara, I'm going to ask Tara first. Can you introduce yourself a little bit about what you do, Tara?
I'm Tara, metaphysics consultant, and I do personal reading as well as this Feng Shui. And before that, I'm a marketing and business development person. And now I'm more into to create more harmonies and peaceful to people since 6 years ago. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay, for a Feng Shui consultant, you look very different because I'm Damon, correct or not? If I'm wrong, most of the Feng Shui master used to be like white janggut, misai like that, long Feng Shui master. Right?
I'm a female, no janggut.
Okay, all right. So Damon, what can you tell us about yourself? What?
All right. I'm the founder of FDCV Group. It's a member hub, and we are now practicing architecture and interior design. So we have been in this industry for 10 years. I remember we started off at 2010. Now it's already 2020. So it's about 10 years time. And we are focusing on healthcare planning and residential projects. Yeah.
Just celebrated your 10-year anniversary, like your company. Excellent.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yep. So FDCV, what does it stand for?
All right. F stands for function, D stands for design, C stands for culture, and V stands for value. Actually, these are the four ethos, four aspects that we wish to achieve in every single project that we are handling now. So that is the four core values in every project.
So that is like your core pillars of the company then.
Yes.
Okay. Now, you don't just do interior design, right, Damon? What else does your company do?
We do architecture as well. That is why I mentioned just now we do healthcare planning. One of our biggest clients is Columbia Asia Hospital.
Oh, okay.
And we, other than that, we also provide like F&B, retail, interior design solutions, and also mainly now focus on residential projects.
All right, very interesting. You do healthcare, right? Interesting. I may
Yes,
have
yes.
something that I'd like to discuss with you, but that one we all PM the P. Yeah, I just suddenly recall like something that I probably can discuss with you. Okay, let's go back to Tara. Tara, what there are, feng shui, right? To a layman like me, I know nothing about feng shui. The only feng shui I know is from Google, right? So are there many different types of feng shui?
Yes, there's different type of fundamentals of feng shui. They are different in Cantonese. They call pi methods, and it depends on how this master feng shui master or consultant which method they're using. There's
Okay.
many, at least six at least.
Okay. When you say
Mm.
pi, it's like what it like those days, you in China you have the kung fu, you have me mun pai,
Yeah,
me pai,
correct. They're using a different methods and how they see in feng shui and what is the solution. When they see this feng shui and how to reactivate the energy there. Yeah.
Hmm. Okay. Now you see, I did a Google today. Okay, like I said, I
Yeah.
don't know about feng shui, so I did a Google. Feng shui is like 3,000 years old. It came all the way from China. Those days. Okay, my Mandarin is 不同水, but at least I know 风就是 the wind Okay, 风 is wind and
Wind,
水 is water right?
water.
Okay,
Yes.
wind and water. So generally, if as long as you have wind and water, it brings prosperity to yourself. Is that right? Is that something like that?
Wind and water meaning is environment. We live in this environment. We cannot separate or stay alone without the environment. So in your place is your environment, but where am I right now is my environment. So is this environment is good for me or bad for me?
Mm.
So wind
Okay,
and water is interpret into this. Yeah.
environment.
Yes.
And
Environment.
the more positive environment there are, the better it is. Now, you see, today we're going to discuss something that's really important because a lot of people know about feng shui but don't know enough to really benefit themselves.
Yeah.
But we all pretend to know a lot lah. Like I can
Yeah.
just pretend to say that, oh, feng shui now you are side chair not very good, your balcony
Mm,
cannot face this and cannot face
mm.
that. So yeah, that's salesman talk lah. That's me lah.
Okay.
Okay, so many different types of feng shui. You said
Mm,
kam to mun, kam to pai, right?
mm.
How do I know or how do I follow which one? Which is
Uh,
the correct one to I follow?
yeah, I think the basic things that regardless of what kind of methods they are using, the first basic things that we need to know to select a good place for us is the environment, left, right, back, and front. So this is the basic one that we to choose a better environment for us. So secondly, in this generation, we have a lot of high rise building, a lot of this high voltage tower and all that, something we cannot avoid, then we need to do internal reactivations or avoid all this bad energy. So that one, it will depends on, then we follow that master methods, what method they are using. Yeah. So the first step, we choose the right place for it. You cannot avoid that, which is the front, back, left, and right. It's very important. But if cannot, then we go for the master methods to regenerate better energy of that properties. Yeah.
Keyword, guys, listener, if you are listening to feng shui, now this is what I know a little bit. Although I say I don't know much about feng shui, everything is got to do with energy flow, the qi.
Qi, correct. Yes.
Qi, right? Okay,
Yes.
so the better the qi is, the more positive the qi is, the better your environment is. Okay, 老师傅讲嘢咗. Okay, now, okay, I'm just pretending. Okay, I don't know anything about feng shui. Okay, now back to Damon. Damon, we're talking about feng shui now. I want to talk about something more, I wouldn't say what, more logical, more architectural, because feng shui is something that you must believe in. Forgive me, Tara, but feng shui is something that you must believe and you must understand. Whereas architecture is something that you can learn, you can study, it's there, you can see it. Agree? Okay,
Yes,
it's
yes,
logic.
correct.
Okay, there
It's
is
logic.
left, there is right, there's north, there's south, there's no difference between that. Now, you said that, Damon, you do residential, right? Do you do high rise? Do you design high rise residentials?
Yes, we do.
one of the most favorite product. And today, everywhere you go is high rise. Now, high rise also getting smaller and smaller. If correct me if I'm wrong, 5 years ago, when you asked for a 1,000 square feet apartment, okay lah, reasonable lah. That is considered average size. Okay.
Yes.
10 years
Yes.
ago, you say that 2,500 square feet average size. But today, 2020 year 2020, right? I have recently break record in Malaysia. I saw 600 square feet apartment, 3 bedroom. What's your
Wow.
comment on that? Damon, what's your comment on that? Can I accept or not? As an architect, 600 square feet apartment, 3 bedroom, can accept or not you?
Okay, as an architect, basically, again, we will, based on brief from our developer, to come up with the design. Okay.
Yeah.
So sometimes we give quite ridiculous requirements that, like what you said, we need to fit in 600 square feet for 3 rooms. Basically, to be honest, probably one of the room you can't really use it. It's just a storeroom. But we always try to achieve whatever developers needs, and of course, based on the user experience, then we will fit in the requirement, and also both advantage. We should meet both advantage. So again, for your question, I don't think 600 for 3 room is
Yeah, he's supposed to answer the most important question and then he jammed. What is this? I want to know whether 600 square feet.
It's a trick to let you wait until the end, Tim.
Damon, where are you?
that's why I said
No, Damon, I didn't hear your answer. Can you answer again? 600 square feet can or not? Because you jam halfway with the most important answer. What was it? 600 square feet, 3 bedroom can accept or not?
600 square feet for 3 room is not adequate. It's not enough. We have done 800 square feet for 3 rooms.
But the society will slowly have to accept, not because of the design factor, but rather because of the affordability factor. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So slowly, families they cannot afford, because 3 bedrooms is catered for family. 2 children, 2 parents. But ultimately, when affordability is an issue, because you see, 5 years ago, when you say 1,000 ringgit per square feet, people say, wow, they want to rich people stay. Man. Today, 1,000 square feet, 1,000 ringgit per square feet is acceptable. Places like Kota Damansara, leasehold, but they're selling 1,000 ringgit per square feet. So if you buy a 500 square feet apartment, 500,000. Today, 500,000 doesn't mean anything. Those days, 500,000 still got the word million. Okay,
Today,
so
500,000 is almost like a entry price already.
yeah. But however, that is from an architecture point of view, Damon's architecture point of view. Then Damon will come in and say that, never mind the architecture, nothing that the interior design cannot solve. Am I right?
Yes. This is why you can see Hong Kong, all the apartment is so small, but they can do a very, very good interior design to fit the requirements of the users.
Correct. Correct. I always say, when you buy a condo, you see, Tara, if ever you want to buy a condo, the view outside is permanent. What you pay is for the view outside. The inside, you just ask Damon Kautim for you. No problem.
Correct. Yes.
You want to see the mountain, you want to see the sea, you just ask Damon.
Correct.
Okay. So I guess that really tells why people go for interior designing. Even simple interior designing is still interior designing. But having said that, Damon, is interior design affordable or not? Because some people feel that, I cannot afford to pay for interior design because I think it's very expensive. Is it really expensive?
Okay, I would say 2 things. Okay, the first thing is interior design fees. A lot of consumer, they don't they think it's expensive. True. That is why there is another package called design and build. Actually, we absorb our design fees, and we actually earn our livings through the renovation works, through the renovation package. But if you're talking about design consultancy, I would say a lot of people think it is expensive, but for me it is not, because a good interior design consultancies, they will think of things like ergonomics, how to do a better space planning, and also how to select a building material that that can suit your style and also your budget. So that is all the knowledge from interior design. If you do your own, basically you can't really achieve that, I would say.
Hey, but the thing is, everybody misuse the word interior design. You know, nowadays, Damon. I tell you some some furniture shop, they come into your condo, they said they are also interior design. You pay them 15,000 ringgit, they flood through a few furnitures there on the floor there, and then they said, that one is for interior. They just place the loose furnitures there, they call interior designing. How can that be interior designing? So I see a lot of new projects when the owners collect key, right? All these furniture shop owners will go there and they will try to get business by doing that. You give a flyers and they say they're doing interior design. So we as agents we see a lot of this. Okay, so that's why I feel that to do a proper interior design, I like what you said, Damon, just now. Interior design is all about space planning, space design, space planning. Correct.
Correct.
So you see, yeah.
That is why you mean, just how you mentioned, in the market there's a lot of people, they don't charge interior design fees because they are not interior designer. They are just trying to fit out the house. That is like just a fit out team. That's it.
Yes.
So that is why interior design, they have their, how to say, they will help you to plan ahead, and also they will, based on your requirements, to tailor make an interior design space to suit and your family. So that is difference between the normal fit out team and interior designer.
That's right. That's correct. That's why you pay a very different price for that, right? So now, if you just join us, thank you very much for joining My Property Place. I have here my guest, Tara, who is a Feng Shui practitioner, and also Damon, who is an architect and also an interior designer. Okay, we're very glad to have them with us. And today, my objective is to discuss ultimately, we haven't reached to that part there, so if you just join us, stay with the show, yeah? My objective is to discuss if you have a house and you want to design it to look beautiful with interior design, but can it also have positive energy and bring wealth and prosperity and also good health to your family? I want to have the whole package. Esaibo can or not, can work or not. So that's why I want to ask both of them. They are specialists in this. Can they work together and do this or not? Is it? But that
I don't know others.
You don't know others.
I don't know others, but I can work very well with Damon.
That's why I choose both of you to come together. Is it because you come as a set?
Yeah.
Okay, but so if you just join us, you stay on to the show. We're going to do that in the second half of the show. And I just like to say hi to one of my guests, Amy Chang. Amy, thank you very much for joining us in the show. Glad to have you in this Thursday night with us. Now, we're still on to talking about the architecture just now. Now, maybe I'm going to move on to Tara, some question for you so that you don't feel boring. We'll keep on talking.
No.
Pay attention to Damon only. Okay, Feng Shui. Okay, now why some people are willing to spend like millions and millions of ringgit, but yet some people, Feng Shui masters come in and say that, you can just do this, move this a little bit and it's done. It's called Feng Shui. Why so different?
What you pay and what you get.
一分钱一分货.
Yeah, 一分钱一分货. But I mean that's one of the reason of that. Okay. And the second thing is very important to me is follow up after the Feng Shui audit. Yes, yeah, I think this is very important because before and after of this Feng Shui audit and before and after of this property has been renovated, and the chi, it might be different. So we need to see the outcome from our clients, that how does this environment affected them. So I think this one it's not how expensive you are, but it's the follow up after the service. Yeah.
But is there a need, man? Sometimes I see some people's landed houses. I see them keep on changing their main entrance every year. They probably change one time. Wow, them 夸张 sorry my language. every time every year. He said this year my direction is this side to the east, so he go and ask renovation team come and tuck the whole main entrance and face there. Really needs to be like.
No, that's not necessary. Then that I think he have no money to spend. Maybe I do not know. All right, too much to spend. and maybe he want to get a new design of the house, but it's not necessary. Okay, and if you keep changing the house design or the entrances, you will have different kind of energy you get in different years. So that means your chi is not stable. So which means your luck is not stable as well. You want that? Yeah.
True. That's right. Okay.
Yeah.
So once you have, so but which one do you rely on? Do you rely on your personal feng shui or the house feng shui? Which is more important?
They come together. Okay, if my personal feng shui, my personal parts, that if I want to get a new house in future, and unfortunately my luck in that particular year is down, is very low, then I'll probably will not get a good property at that moment. So actually they will come together. If when I stay into that house for the first few years is very good, but my personal energy is getting low and it will affect that property, then it will get, like dragging each other. All right. So where was I? So it all depends on, you cannot separate into these two.
Okay.
Yeah. And also back to that questions, the door changing keep every year, that one is actually affected by what we call the flying star facing in
I heard of
Mandarin.
that.
Yeah. So because of that affected whether the door is good or bad. So that's why they keep changing. But actually you have something to avoid it, to ease that bad energy.
Okay.
Yeah. So you don't need to change the door every year.
You see, this is where I want to ask both of you's opinion. See, for Tara, when Tara feels that the owner, his direction of the main door needs to change to this direction. But Damon will come in and say that if you change the door to this direction, it's not even feng shui. It's basically the flow of the house, okay, may not be so smooth, direction of walking in the hallway and stuff like that. I'm sure you have something like that, right, Damon, right? Sometimes,
Yes.
then wouldn't that conflict? So when you try to advise the owner, say for example, Damon, I give you a scenario, okay? So the customer consultant, Tara said that, oh, your door entrance must face here. Then again, you look at the design, you say that, yeah, this door, if face here, right, you will this part here is like not smooth, doesn't even look nice at all. How are you going to handle a situation like that? How are you going to tell the owner?
Okay. Of course, from architecture point of view or from interior design point of view, I will always educate the clients the best solution based on my opinion. So if let's say the feng shui comments comes in, which I think is contradict with what we propose, I will ask the feng shui master, is there got any other ways to to tackle these issues? If really can't, if really can't, then I will ensure if I change according to the feng shui's comments, the layout of the flow, the circulation is still functional and practical. So that is how I do. That is how I treat it. So if there is no way, it's really 阻住地球轉嘅話, I will surely ask the feng shui master to alter another way of solutions, or maybe I change the functionality of the space to another one, which is best. Yeah.
But one thing, I think it's not really like this place, this direction is good, then I want to put that bed or that door there, But we still have to see, like what you say, like whether it's George you take out or not. We still have to look into these interior things, whether it's convenience for us. Not like the door here and then the bed there, and then even the chi and you walk in also not convenient already. How the chi can be positive and smooth. That's the main things in feng shui.
Let me tell you realistically, you guys are lucky because both of you know each other, so you can understand each other. But if I'm sure, David, you have come across, feng shui master, which is not, it's a different vendor totally. You don't even communicate with them, and they would normally like you say lah, Tara say lah, nye lah, okay. You think my knowledge one, I so many years, so I tell you it must be like that one. The Feng Shui master say. Then Damon is like, wah, jialat already lah, how
Actually, to be honest, if really happen these things, actually it did happen. And then I will throw back this question back to the owners. I said, if you do this, you will get this pro and cons. So final decision still made by the owners, but at least we, as a professional, we already consult them and let them know what is pro and cons.
Yeah lah. At the end of the day, decision maker is the one that pay the money.
Yes.
Okay. Tara, ask you. Got anyone ask you before or not? Feng Shui, is it religious or not?
No. Yeah, there is somebody asked me last 2 weeks. Yes. No.
So some people will say that, religious people will say that, hey, cannot follow Feng Shui because it's religious, believing in something else. Is there such a thing, man?
No. Actually, this knowledge is come from China, that's all. And this Feng Shui, as we mentioned earlier, is wind and water, environment, and we all standing on the same land in this earth. And we breathe in the same air in this world. Yeah. So what we affected is not the knowledge, it's the environment. The knowledge is that it's a science that we calculated, and this how bad and good these things affected us. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Good. Understand. So I just want to make that clear so that people, listeners out there, if you're listening in, probably this is the understanding. Okay. Now we have covered a lot of details about what Damon and Tara do, and about their business, where they come from. On the second part, like I said, I promise you, the second part of the show, we're going to talk about more realistic things, something that is more related to the apartments, the projects that we buy. How can we make changes to it? And do stay back. And for more of this is My Property Place live chat. Okay. For those of you still listening in, welcome back to My Property Place live chat. I have here my guest, Tara, who is a Feng Shui practitioner, and also Damon Kok, who is an architecture and also interior designer. Okay, welcome to the show. And so right now we're going to cover about something more practical back home. I'm going to probably show you some pictures of samples of designs that is out there. So I have this is if you can see, this is a design of a living room of a Damon, you're familiar with this picture, right?
Yes. This is one of our projects at Central Residence.
Okay. Now, Tara, we just for the listener's sake, right? Okay, this design. What can you tell us about the Feng Shui of this place, of this living room?
This give it to me is very homey, very comfortable, and the color actually is very neutral to me. But one thing I can see is the big mirror near to the what do you call it, dining area. Yeah, I mean a lot of Feng Shui consultants they did mention that you put a big mirror next to your dining area and we've got the reflections on your food. So make sure you have a double income, double prosperity, right? One of those,
Okay.
But actually, mirror to us, actually, I mean, in Feng Shui, back to the Feng Shui, wind and water, we need to accumulate the qi. But however, the mirror actually is disperse the qi.
Oh.
So the more mirror at your home or your house, and the qi is getting lesser, which means not really. Yeah, so it will not accumulate. Not, I mean, the people will not really wanted to stay there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. A lot of show houses, a lot of mirrors.
Yeah, so you have to be very, very careful when you place your mirror as well. I think based on our Facebook Live 101, we talk about the mirror. You have to place it very carefully, and also don't place so many in your home. I know that because of some of the property is very small space, like 600 and 800 square feet. So
Yes.
you put a mirror there, then you can so
Look
big
bigger,
already.
ma.
Yeah, look
Yeah,
bigger.
that's right.
Yeah, and romantic also. Some of them they put into their room. Oh my god.
Okay.
So anyway, so I mean, actually it's not good. Then it will affected you. The people who stay there, they will not really wanted to stay at that property or that house, and also they will create some kind of curiosity among each
Okay.
other. Yeah.
Curiosity among each other. Okay.
Mm.
Now, yeah, I just about to ask Damon something. He offline already. Okay,
No.
Damon, I want to ask you, based on your design, why the mirror on the dining table?
Okay. Actually, for this whole living and dining area, there's only one mirror, which is just right beside the dining tables. So
Okay.
this angle actually quite near to why we put a mirror there. If you look at this KL Central city's cityscape,
Oh,
actually
okay,
just
okay.
next to this cityscape is a reserve forest. So you hardly can see a bushy green colors at the at the city center. So actually the clients want us to use a mirror to reflect that bush towards this
Ah,
view. So actually
okay.
if you're standing if you step a few steps back to the left, actually you can see the green bush from
Mm.
this view.
Okay. So you want to see
That's the
you want
reason.
to reflect some greenery into the house.
Yes.
So as you can see, listeners out there, you have very different opinion from an architectural perspective and also from a feng shui perspective. Does not mean that they don't agree with each other, but again depends on what the owner wants. You see, the owner's request. Okay, guys, I have one listener here. His name is Daryl. He has a question for us. I think particularly for Tara. Tara, may I know if the house interior wall painted black color is good in feng shui or not? Because nowadays a lot of modern design is black. Logic, correct, Daryl? A lot of new
Yes.
designs very black. There all this Damon Pia Pasa, all the interior designer like to make black color. Sorry, I'm just joking, Damon. I'm just joking. Yeah. So Tara, what is your comment on this?
Yeah, I understand that you put into black because so you can sleep peacefully at night, but not the whole house in black.
Okay.
We still need to, because every angle in this environment we have different directions, different colors related. So if you want to put in black, I suggested into one features wall specifically, not into the whole house or whole room.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But does the black means it's not good for feng shui?
For that personal energy or that particular space energy, if too dark, too dim, actually is we call it very yin. We need a balance of yin and yang. So if too yin, it will cause our energy that not so positive and in good energy. Yeah.
Wow. If that is the reason, Damon, those condo, the whole building outside black color, they're very chala. Even nowadays, a lot of condo buildings are dark color, black color buildings.
Yeah.
Yes. Actually, black color in our commonly used, especially now. Yeah, and
Especially now, right?
Yeah, I understand that currently a lot of people have to match in their design, look more contemporary and more modern. So we try not to so low toe So we try to match what their demands. I not really too in black, maybe dark gray in certain walls, but definitely not in the ceiling.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, ceiling. I always use black color for office ceilings because easy to maintain.
Okay.
That's on the practical reason lah. I mean,
Yeah.
Damon would know that a lot of these kind of sometimes designer office are upstairs the ceiling there with those pipings. You want to cover those piping, you just paint the whole thing black color so you won't see the piping. So that's the easiest solution actually.
But actually, I quite agree with what Tara said just now. Actually, if you want to use a neutral color like white or black color, it's always don't go with black and white. So just go with like off-white or maybe dark gray close to black, but
Mm.
don't go with just black.
Or don't
Yeah.
go either plain black or plain white lah.
Yes.
Okay,
It's more
okay.
character lah. The color will be looks better.
More character. That's the
More
word to
character.
say.
Ooh.
I think because we all buy plain black or plain white cheaper ma.
Not
You,
really. Let's say plain white and plain white and plain black more expensive.
really? Okay. I don't know. I normally.
Yes.
Okay, we're gonna test one more. This time we go on the bedroom, Tara. Okay,
Mhm.
so let's look at the bedroom design. So you can see this bedroom design. This is is that a super single bed? You've got a wooden cabinet with blue. Is that a blue feature wall? Damon, maybe you can explain this one.
Yes, actually, this is for their son. This is a single bedroom for their son.
Okay.
And then, the son like this color. Actually, we have gone through a few rounds with them to select the colors and select the materials. This is what his son preferred. And then they leave up some space for their luggage placing, because actually this family is from Hong Kong. That's why you can see we have some spaces for them to put luggage, things like that. Yeah.
Which is next to the wardrobe lah.
Yes.
Okay.
So overall is also very neutral. We are just use one color to contrast the space, which is the purple blue. I say a bit close to purple blue.
Okay.
Yeah,
Now
so
this is a very common layout in condominiums you see nowadays in most of the project you go to. Okay, any 600, 800 square feet apartments, you will see a bedroom layout like this. Come in there, on your right hand side, you see a bathroom. As you walk in there is a bedroom. In front of the bed, there'll be a wall for you to put either study area or a TV area. Very common. Okay, now in a layout like this, Tara, to say you want to change the layout, you can't, because most of the design I see out of 100 units, 90 of them, the layout is like that one. So, what do you think of the feng shui of this room?
So far, this design is very good.
Mm.
Okay, to me, I have no objections on this. I mean, it's very acceptable. As you mentioned, actually this is a very standard design. Not much they can do and change or create something new, and it's also a challenge for us if this directions for the bed is not good. It's quite very challenging for us.
Yeah.
But we still have to find a solution now, because as you say, this is standard and we can't change it, or as we say, forced to change to another direction, and it's not really logical. If this person sleep on the other side, so we will find a solution and try to ease or smooth the bad energy on that. But so far, this color matching is good, as long as the purple blue just now you mentioned, Damon, as long as it's not green. I think in my life with Damon, for the last 2 times, no green at all for your house.
So what, green is good or no good?
No good.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought people like green because fresh for the eye and all that.
Yeah lah. But you try to get the what they call fresh plants. Not the colors.
Okay. Okay, I will PM you separately and ask you why green color not suitable. Okay, maybe I can add some scenarios. Having in front of the bed, you put a TV there. Is that affect feng shui or not?
Come again, in front of the bed?
Yeah, normally you see you lie down there on the bed, right? In front of there, the wall there, on your right hand side, right? You will have a TV one, wall mounted TV, Is that bad for feng shui?
Yes, it's bad.
Oh, why?
It's bad for health as well. One thing, I think TV, I think so right now is LED mostly. There's less reflections, still okay. But the energy there, it will distracted your sleeping, the quality of your sleeping at night.
Is TV considered like a mirror?
Yes.
That's what I heard before.
Yeah.
So people say, you say, Damon, people, I mean, those days people used to say, you do not put a mirror that's facing you sleeping on, You see, that one also I know.
Yes.
So, so basically,
Actually,
when you put, yeah, say,
basically now, I would say it's very different with 10 years ago.
Mm.
10 years ago, almost every room they want a TV, but now,
Yeah.
to be honest, most of the room they don't need TV anymore because
Mm.
there are so many gadgets out there. You can just use iPad and things like that. So very seldom we will design a TV at a bedroom. Even master bedroom, they also don't want a TV now.
Because so
The
many
trend,
mobile devices.
what I mean.
Okay.
Yes.
And one more thing.
So this is also not good.
Okay, sorry. Yeah, which is not good for health. One more thing, Tara. If let's say Chong Tao there, right, the blue color wall, right? If the person put a poster on top there or a photo, like always wedding photo on top of the head there, right? Is that good or bad?
That's okay, but not too many.
Okay.
One is
Of
good
course,
enough already.
yeah, for the fact that in case the photo fall down on your head, that is beside the point lah.
Yeah lah.
Okay. Okay, let's talk about something very common. I'm going to show you guys this, and then maybe again you guys can explain to me about this. Same, we're still talking about the bedroom, and what if the bedroom has this? Okay, Tara, maybe you can explain this picture to us.
Okay, this picture, you can see this lady sleeping under the beam, and is towards to her chest.
Okay.
So the more she sleep in this place, she will get more like chest pain, breathing not so easy, Yeah. So she will not have a good sleep. So if a person doesn't have a good sleep, it will reflect it or affected their emotion and mentality in the next day. So chronologically, it will becomes like you have no energy towards your daily life. Yeah.
Okay. Can Damon, can you fix this problem?
Okay, normally when we go into a room with this scenario, we will recommend the clients to just erect the ceiling and to round off the edges lah. So
Yeah.
to make
So
it
in a way to
flat or to make it
extend it
disappear. This is what we can do. Yeah, extend it the ceiling to cover it up. So that is the quick solution for the beams and the columns.
Okay.
Like you can see the second pictures is actually the wall edge.
Okay.
Towards the bed. So for this case, normally we will build up some built-in furnitures to flush the wall. So you will know you won't see the edge beside the bed.
Oh, the
This is
second
what we do.
picture. The second picture is actually those you mean there's a spot tile, like a pillar like that lah.
Yeah.
Oh, that is also bad for feng shui.
Yes.
Wow. Okay,
Yes.
I don't want to mention condo name, but I know some condo. Wow, got 5-6 pillars. I think my listener Meryl, if you are listening in, you also know which condo I'm talking about. Okay, I think quite a lot of condo which is like that. Okay, so this one you will, Damon, as you say, you will probably connect it with a built-in cabinet on the side.
Connect it with a cabinet, or maybe you round off the sharp edges. You can use some design to make it like a round edge, and then connect back to another design, things like that. So to make the edge not so obvious, this is what we do.
This is interesting. You see, these are some of the basic things that we never thought of, which a lot of bedrooms have this one. We just don't even pay attention to it until when something happened to us lah. Okay, now going back to another picture I want to show. This, can you tell me about this one? Tara.
Okay, this actually is the two doors
facing each other.
Facing each other, yeah. So the chi flow is very quick. So it will cause these two persons, like ngam nga lah, they not really can compromise each other. Yeah.
But a lot of condo nowadays are like that. Oh.
Yeah. So you need to like inside probably you can put cabinet.
Okay. So that the door when open
To
up, you
block
don't
it.
see straight inside, is it?
Yes, and also maybe you can put a curtain, one of the door or two of the doors. Yeah.
Can I put grill door in front? Cannot.
For safety. Yeah. No.
No, for feng
Same
shui can.
things. Same things.
Okay. So
Yeah.
okay, so you got to put a divider inside so that when people open the door, you don't see straight into
See
the house.
straight. Yeah. Correct.
Okay. So I think this is something that's very, very challenging for developer because most developer build the door. But although I do see some developers, their door don't face to face, like they would sing it a little bit, so that it doesn't go. I guess they got see feng shui already before that.
Sengit a bit.
Sing it a bit, that means to say you don't directly face each other, lor.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay, and I've got one more picture to show. This one is still talking about the bedroom. So this is talking about the bedroom facing the toilet at the back.
Toilet.
Also a very, very common layout in nowadays condos, especially small condos, 400 square feet apartments. They have this one. But of course, this one a bit 夸张 lah. The Sihang is facing the head.
I think some of the design is actually is like that, or maybe the pipe just next to the bed frame.
Okay.
Yeah.
The sewage pipe.
So yeah. So why this is not good? Because toilet actually is to clean ourselves, to to give away a lot of unnecessary things. So and then that one is considered a bad chi. Or dirty chi, unclean chi, So when we sleep, when this chi come to us and next to us, and we keep going to absorb all this chi, so our lung will getting no good lah.
Okay.
So comes to the altar behind, because altar is more depends on what altar is that. Is we praying and we have a lot of like energy, and is continuously. So if you sleep there, we need to have a deep sleep. We don't want to something to generate ongoing things, like we at night we get dreaming and all that. So this will affect them to have night dreaming and so forth. So they don't have a good sleep. So it affected their energy as well.
The altar one, I am not so concerned nowadays because a lot of small apartments, they don't really have this, the young ones. But the three picture on top, that is pretty common. Correct me if I'm wrong, Damon. A lot of those small apartments layout of toilets are also like this, right? I think you're talking.
Yes.
Yeah.
But if you're talking about architecture, before that, we will try to avoid, even architect will try to avoid door facing the bedrooms. So we will put the door near to the entrance of the bed. So that means it's at the foyer there. It's not facing the bed.
Yeah, that means to say it's
you understand? That means once they
near the entrance there, the walkway in.
Yes.
Yeah. Correct. I do see some apartments who are like that. Okay. This is a good one. This is also good for the listeners out there who are listening in. You see, this layout is a very common layout. A lot of condos, small apartments, when they don't put too much into consideration, they just build according to the layout of how many units they want to place in the floor per floor. So they want to maximize it. Sometimes they never consider, they will make stuff like this. So this is something that worth for you to look into. So in terms of design, some of the other designs that we want to look at is this one. This is something that a lot of us see before. This is called a. Where's the other? Okay, this one. Do you all know this one? This is called a samcha lo.
Correct. No, lo chong.
Lo chong, not
lo chong. No samcha lo chong.
Okay. So lo chong means what?
This samcha lo chong, samcha lo.
Same thing.
Lo chong. Samcha lo.
Okay lah. To us, Damon and me, T junction lah.
Yeah, T junction. But
T-junction.
whether it's direction to your house or not is different story. But this is directly to your entrance.
Mm.
Yeah. So it's same philosophy of the door to door just now, the picture that you have shown Tim.
Yes.
Actually it's the same. The chi is directly from outside to your house. So
Okay.
it's considered a strong energy, which is too strong for the family who stay in this house. So it will how to say, to make this family will have some accidents.
Mm.
In Canada, we call it 虚公击灾.
Wow, that sounds very heavy, right?
Yeah, if minor accident will, like, you will cut yourself very easily. Even a paper will cut yourself. A plants with poked by the thorn and all that. So you will easily can see blood if you stay in this house.
Oh, I can see blood. Okay, now I'm going to ask my seafood Damon to solve the problem. Okay, so we have this one. Damon, I need you to build something like this for me. You can solve the problem by doing this, right?
Yes. Basically, property facing T junction is already like not a myth. It's like everyone also will know this. So even developer will ask us to avoid houses facing the junctions. So if we cannot avoid, then we will relocate the door or the main gate to the side so that it will face directly to the junctions. Yeah.
Which is the one on the third picture on the right.
Yeah, third picture from the right. So we will build a solid wall to block the T junction, and then we can have plant with more landscape at that sections. So we leave the gate open facing another unit. So this is what we will do.
Okay. And the second picture shows that you can put water picture.
Second picture is more to Feng Shui orientated solution. Maybe Tara can explain a little bit more on this.
Yeah, try to how to say, alleviate the bad energy from this low chong, the directions. Water is the best solution among the tree or the wall.
Water. Okay.
Water fountain, which is, you need a very big water fountain. If your house have enough space for that, then it will evaluate the bad energy of this low chong. Yeah.
Okay.
But not 100%, but you try to ease down a little bit of this bad energy. Yeah, water is the best one.
Okay, I've seen some houses, right? They build like really big gates, like you practically cannot see the inside of the house. Does that help?
I think Damon is more in mansion already instead of terrace house.
Normal terrace house. Terrace house, you build a very big gate, and it do so awkward, right?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, so this is some of the design that we have seen, some of the common problems that we have seen among the houses that we buy, and there are some solutions. If let's say you are looking for further solutions, you can look for Tara, who can give you an advice, or Damon if you're looking on the architectural side. In fact, if you get both of them together, they can give you a package solution. Right? Am I right? Okay. So I've got my guest, May, my friend. Hello, May Pua. How are you? Thank you very much for tuning in to watch us. So we are just about to going towards the end of the show. But here's one more trick question for both of you. If let's say when buyer a customer, right, comes, right, they are looking to ID the house. At the same time, they are looking to feng shui the house. Okay, so who do they approach first in this sense? Do they approach Damon first to get the ID design drawn, or do they go to Tara first to get the feng shui sorted out first? Who do we go to first? Okay, listeners, if you're listening in, this is important.
It's best we go together.
Yeah, but that's provided you all know each other. If you don't know each other, okay, so who to talk to first? Don't want to answer me already.
No. To me, to save Damon's works and all that, because I need to know how many persons or how many family members to stay at particular house. So I need to see the whether is it only a land or is empty house, unoccupied house. So if let's say this case is unoccupied house with few family members, I need to check all each other's what they call date of birth or personal birth and all that. So from there on, then I'll pass it to Damon, who to stay in this master bedroom or last room or the middle room, So it's easier for him to continue his work. Yeah.
As for my point of view, normally all my cases, interior design and architect will go and meet the client first, because we will base on okay, it's a new architecture, it's a new bungalow, or actually it's an existing house. We will plan for the client first. That means this is your master bedroom, and this is for your daughter, this is for your son, or this is your living, and this is your dining. So from there onwards, they will bring our plan to meet their engaged Feng Shui consultants. So at least we have skipped a lot of works from there, because the Feng Shui master got a plan to look at, got a plan to comment at. So instead of just talking without any drawings or lines on the table, so that is why I would say, if go for interior design first, at least you come up with a draft layout, then you don't go into details. At least with the draft layout, then you go look for Feng Shui master, and then the Feng Shui master will give their comments. Then we just amend accordingly. Yeah.
I would
That is how
I
we
would
do.
I would think logically it would be to consult architecturally, because if let's say somebody wants to modify a house, they want to know whether architecturally is it possible to make the design to do that. Maybe they want to, from 2 floors they want to make to 3 floors. Architecturally is possible or not, what reinforcement needed to be done. Then once Damon, you have designed it out already, how the layout would look like, then Tara will then come in and then match it. Okay, where is the bedroom going to be, whether the door is going to be here and stuff like that. I would estimate it's something like that.
Yes. If you want to extend or actually to revamp your house, you definitely need an architect to educate you, to consult you first, because some area it cannot extend, because we have one rule is called setback. We cannot exceed the setback line. Okay, this is first thing. Secondly, we have height limits. So some of the area maximum is 2 stories. You cannot go for 2.5 or 3 stories. So with all this information, then you only go into details and go for Feng Shui. Yes.
Yeah. Just to add to you, setback is just a guideline only, but nobody follow.
No. Setback is very important.
Hey, you
If not,
see
if you don't
see
follow,
those
you actually
houses in
get
Bandar
your
Utama, everyone illegal extend like don't know where until the road outside already.
those they didn't hire architect to do submission, for sure.
Yeah, but really, seriously, you don't follow rules, the impact is very bad, because recently heavy rain, I see the trees fall down, kena the plus kitchen. Quite bad, because they don't follow setback. That's also an issue. I think Tara, you got a lot of supporter here with you today. Eric,
Yeah, thank you, Eric and Jen.
Okay, so today we've covered a lot, and I just want to announce that basically, like Tara, her company is called Oriental Code International, right?
Oriental Code International.
Oriental Code International, and of course, Damon's one will be FDCV. Okay, so they are both contactable both for you. If you want to get their contact details to hire their services, basically you can just give me you can message me or PM on the message board there, and then I'll just pass their contact details to you guys. Now, if you I see if any more questions. There are not many questions for today. So I thank you very much again for both Tara and Damon for your kind gesture to answer a lot of these questions. I believe there are more to come. Now, listeners, if you have more questions, you can continue to post the questions in this channel. And if we see your questions, we will still continue to answer for you. Daryl, I hope we be able to answer the questions for you. My friend Daryl, he's also doing a little bit of designing himself. So Daryl, don't use so much black color, not so good. Okay.
And no
Any more?
green.
Yeah, no green. I really curious now. Why no green?
I think some of the followers follow our 101 and 102. They also already know why no green. It's highly not recommended because we based on our case study and based on the statistic we have, green color will cause a lot of negative reflections, which is poor choice. You spend a lot, and you cannot focus. Slowly, you become slowly become depressions, mentality issues lah, and slowly you can hear a lot of things lah.
I need to change my logo. If you see my top right logo, green color.
A logo is different things. We are talking about the property,
Okay, no green color. Okay,
Yeah.
I then how to? I want to paint my wall green color for green screen.
No, not recommended. If you want, you can try and tell me what is your experience.
No. I got a green screen. I buy collapsible green screen. I can take it home anytime. Take it down anytime. Okay. No green wall. No green wall. Okay. All right. Thank you very much. Okay, I think our time is up already, almost up already. So for those of you who are listening, thank you again for listening to My Property Place. I really thank Tara and Damon for joining us this evening, and I think I enjoyed myself learning a lot of things as well. So from now on, if let's say I go and see new projects before I invest, I probably want to check with Tara first and see, okay.
Can.
Then I'll check with Damon and see what kind of layout can put. Seriously, some of the layouts are very interesting nowadays. Okay.
Yes,
So
yes.
Damon, I will bring you to go and see the 3-bedroom 600 square feet apartment.
Okay. I want to see.
I bring you go and see. Okay. So thank you very much. I got one more. Somebody saying, oh, Eric said thank you. Daryl said thank you. Okay, thank you very much. And so Tara, myself, Damon, and myself and Damon, we like to wish everyone good night, and we see you again next round. Okay.
Thank
Signing
you.
off.
Okay.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.